What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex You're watching a Ronin review. Got a review for you. I saw Creed 2. It's the sequel to the 2015 boxing drama Creed, which is, of course, a follow-up or spin-off to the Rocky franchise, the Rocky film franchise, which is, of course, made famous by Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone is back to reprise his role as Rocky Balboa as a supporting character, just as he was in the first Creed. And, of course, this story follows the continuing adventures or stories of Adonis Creed, who is the son of Apollo Creed, who was originally played by Carl Weathers. Adonis Creed is played by the awesome Michael B. Jordan. And I'm definitely pumped for this film. I was pumped for this film because I really loved the first film. The first film came out in 2015, and it was one of my top films. One of my top films, top 10 films of 2015. So I was definitely excited to see the sequel. And the big question on everybody's mind is, how can they make this one better than the first one? Because that one was just all about, Adonis Creed. Now, who are they going to fight in this one? Well, they got to make two worlds collide. And that is bringing Ivan Drago, played by Dolph Lundgren, into the mix. And this time, it's his son, Victor Drago, played by Florian Munteanu, who was one scary dude, by the way. He's playing the son, Victor Drago, and Victor Drago is going to go up against Adonis Creed, and it just comes full circle because Ivan Drago was the one who took out his dad, Apollo Creed. So it's personal. It's really personal. And not only that, there's a bigger emotional story there because now they're bringing family into the mix. And that's when it gets a little bit more complicated because this is a man that has everything to lose. Victor Drago has nothing to lose, but it's a pretty complex story in that sense, and this aspect of the film is what really makes this film more iconic than the first one. Watching these two characters go up against each other was just intense. It was intense, it was exciting, it was brutal, and just watching Victor Drago take out his opponents was just like, you really sense the fear. You really sense the air of fear that this guy just presents when he's in the ring. Like, you don't want to mess with this guy, and he's just one mean, scary looking dude. So, like, he did a really great job playing that role. And it had to be that way. I wouldn't expect anything less because Ivan Drago was, he was something else. He was a force to be reckoned with back in the day, right? So that's what makes this film more unique compared to the first one. Now, is it actually better than the first one? Let me put it this way. I prefer Creed 2 over Creed 1. But Creed 1 is still a better movie. Just by a little bit. And the reason why is because this film, Creed 2, has the makings of a great film, a great boxing drama, a really character-driven boxing drama. The thing is that it's very cliched, it's very predictable, and it's highly formulaic. It just is. There cannot be a more formulaic setup than this. But it doesn't make it a bad movie. It's just things that you'll notice if you have watched a lot of these types of films. You're thinking like, okay, I know how it's gonna end because I know the formula. It's got so many of these cliches in it that we've seen in previous Rocky films, and not only that, Sylvester Stallone did have creative input in this film as a writer. So he inputted a lot of what worked for him in the previous Rocky films, and he put in Creed 2. It's not a bad thing, but it is something that we have seen before, and it just makes the film a little bit predictable. Actually, quite predictable, and just we know how everything's going to play out. But the performances are all there. I still like the story regardless. I love the performances. It's very, very believable. They are in top form, and like Tessa Thompson was great in this film. There's a lot of scenes where I just got goosebumps. Great chemistry between the characters. And one thing that I liked a lot about this movie was the training montage. Oh man, the training montage, as well as, of course, the boxing scenes were great. They were fantastic. Really, really well done. Very motivational. If a training montage can get you pumped up and wanting to better yourself, then it's done its job. And it really has that effect on people because it's so well done. So it's a great movie. I gave Creed a 9 out of 10. I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10 because regardless of the fact that it's formulaic, it's still a really good movie. And I prefer this one over the previous one because of how iconic it is. We got the sons battling together. We got Sly Stallone, Rocky, and Ivan Drago sharing the screen again since Expendables. And it's just awesome. So there you have it, 8.5 out of 10. Great film. Go check it out. As always, if you enjoyed this review, you want to see more, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.